Yeah, I'll teach you how to make a water alarm. So water alarms are cans. I mean water cans are problems. So some level is low too high, can is overflow or can is water tank is low to a down. That case you may know sometimes lights are down. Your water level is tank water level is empty, so that's why you can wait for lights come to fill your water tank. So it is an automatic detector. When your water tank is low down, it can tell you and urgently you can turn on your water pump to fill your water. But you can use the opposite way to also detect if water is full or not. Tank is full or I'm full or not. In my case, I will show you only one way. It is for this way is full alarm, not a overload alarm. Both are simple, but I explain both. So there are two types of based on NPN or based on PNP. Based on what you tend to do, buzzer positive is feed it by to a collector of the pen, and emitters to a positive and negative to a ground. And we may connect a negative wire, buzzer negative to the battery negative as well as the other wire to the common to a water tank, and other wire connected to the base of the transistor which is sent wire into a water. But this time you can use 5-volt batteries. What happened that when water has little bit conductive, so voltage flow to the battery negative to the water to transistor base and the transistor voltage emitter to a collector to run on this buzzer. But this test you cannot connect a resistor between pull up resistors to. But normally transistor base is pulled up because this test transistor water also has a resistance too much resistance. So water can drop too much voltage. If you give a voltage 5-volt water can pass only millivolts, which is only for transistor base. If you do a transistor, you can drop them and this voltage will not work. That's why this test is not use a resistor between pull up and step. I am also made a PNP version. NPN version is same, but this time buzzer positive is positive the supply line as well as the water. This transistor base is needs a positive signal and collector is to a buzzer negative and emitter to a battery negative. So normally voltage cannot flow the battery negative to the emitter to the collector to the buzzer because the base is open. If base is connected with positive, it can flow the voltage and turn on. But if not directly join them, but water as a resistance. So water can only limit little bit pass the voltage, little bit voltage pass to a positive to the base to turn on a transistor and which turn on the buzzer. But this is you cannot use a pull down or pull up resistor because or base protection resistor because this is very weak signal in the base which come off the water, so that's why it's used. But after this is water circuit and after I explain the low water indication circuit. But right now I can see my setup. This is my water cooler which is filled with water. I not fill full water, so I fill little bit water if I just show you. And these are bucket which attached to wires and these are my circuit. And I can show you a battery. There is my battery which I can power it. Again I tell you we can use 5-volt or 12-volt battery but not a charger. So that's why it charges mains isolates, but what in form of water I don't recommend you can use electricity. If you use electricity, that is any people comes and any people use the water and can take an electrical short. Now you can see both wires not touched together. One is too much too down and one is other. Now open the tap. Hopeful water will go one side, not to the mic. I think bucket is placed little bit there because water is falling on my floor. And let's see. Keep in mind electricity, this main circuit is away from water, not in water. I am this demo, but I cannot show you how I attach this in my water tank because it is a too long project. I mean it is a lot of work to attach this in the roof, door to roof. I tried, but just for demonstration, I am trying you in here on the floor. With this simple example. All the wires still wet, but it is not problem with the 5-volt. Don't wet the resistor on these buzzer, otherwise it can burn out. Only wires this time wet. So you can see my water do not limit, it can but buzzer is working. But still water is less than the limit. So when water is lower above the limit up, so that's in a small voltage. It's still water. That's indicates water is present. Well, one other mode cry. This time I am thinking my water cooler is little bit water left. What is do? So you can use other way around also. But other way, if you use other way around, just as a low indication, that creates a too noise all the time and also drain the battery. Not very too much because it's the amp buzzer. I expect this wire removed. Now check. If now what happens? Now I drain all the water. Now see it works when it's turned off or not. But this time it's create too noise all the time. So I recommend other circuit, which circuit you can use for indication when what your water tank is low, water fill level is low. No, I think water is low, too low, but just check more. Maybe a little bit water is left out. Just for indication. So you can see what the drain out. I still bend a little bit because this water cooler is water drain, so it will lift any remaining water in the bottom. You can detect it and can turn on. Always still generate too noise this way. I don't recommend do this because it will also drain a battery and also drain your ears. Just wait for nothing. Wait. Carefully and bend out because this time what? So you can see it turn off. You may think in this time water is also come out, but alarm is off because due to I then bend this thing in the one side, so all the water is flow in one side and the other side is empty. Why I do this? Because just for two reasons. It's flat. It's not flat. Too flat. If not flat is that case it can water only can flow one way. But this time water is balanced in equal life instead of coming out. So that's why it cannot come out. So now alarm is white. So now